president of the
A
United
lot of these were off topic, nothing to apologize for.
Let me quickly ask you about your Ben Shapiro podcast yesterday, the 1 hour, 9 minute mark.
I haven't seen it, but I was part of it.
You asked him what grade,
Thanks.
as we approach the 1 year mark of
Thanks.
the president becoming the 47th president, what did you
Don't I know some of you have accused me of drinking out of plastic bottles as an offensive act, but this was just offered to me, so forgive me, Father. I've sinned. Anyway, that's for my friends at the whatever. You know who you are. Continue. Yeah.
You asked him what grade would he give the president 1 year. So let me ask you, as we approach Tuesday, January 20th, what grade would you give the president? Second question is from Kron.
Oh, what grade? AAA plus? Was that what Trump said about his performance? Yeah.
What grade would you
Oh,
give
thanks.
it?
Yeah.
And then from Kron.
I'm a tougher grader.
Kron 4 San Francisco was on a ride along with the California Highway Patrol. The agency is now enforcing English language proficiency for truck drivers. Mr. Governor, what is your reaction?
On that issue, there's a lot of back and forth between the administration, Secretary Duffy's office, my office, on the new rules and regulations that were advanced by the Trump administration recently in that space. And we've been trying to work through some of those differences. It's on a myriad of issues, not just that issue as it relates to the ride-along and some of those new enforcement requirements that have been advanced and established by the federal government. As it relates to grading the president, look, I just used his own words. He said he'd make us wealthier and healthier, and we're poorer and sicker, period. You saw the new manufacturing numbers that just came out. I mean, that was one of his top priorities. It was one of his big promises. He's lost manufacturing jobs. I mean, this economy, the job creation's the lowest since the recession, 2003. It's a wrecking ball presidency. It's been a disaster, and it continues to unfold in extraordinary ways. An abject failure. F. And I don't think there's any objective way to suggest otherwise unless you're on the payroll. It's just a remarkable series of mistakes. You saw what just happened with Prime Minister Carney's visit to China with President Xi. He got an exemption to now start to flood the Canadian market, not with American manufactured cars, but Chinese manufactured cars, by lowering the tariff, it was 100% down to 9%. Turning his back on American manufacturing because Donald Trump didn't just flip off a worker at Ford, he gave a middle finger to the entire American automobile manufacturing sector. And China continues to flood the zone. I said it during the State of the State, and I refer back to my comments in detail what I mean by that. This is an extraordinary wrecking ball presidency. He is flailing in every category on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, the courts, even those that he appointed, are rejecting this administration and its policies. So I cannot impress upon you more. I may be generous with that grade of F.
Governor, when was the last time you spoke with him?
It was that night before he federalized 4,000 National Guard, sent 700 active duty Marines, not overseas, but to the second largest city in the United States. And in the ensuing months, we've seen BORTAC teams, people dressed up, tactical gear, Apache helicopters, descending in streets all across America, masked men, without providing identification, and we're in court on that. I was proud to sign the first anti-masking bill in this country. He is trying to stoke a civil war in this country. It is a disgrace what he's doing in Minneapolis. It is a disgrace what he's doing all across the United States of America, terrorizing communities. It is a disgrace what his Department of Homeland Security is putting out. I mean, these ads evoking the worst, the 1930s, very intentionally stoking tensions, white supremacy being promoted actively by this administration, the corruption and graft, the likes of which we've never seen in modern history, modern world history. Modern world history. And I can give you chapter and verse on that. None of this is normal, and it cannot be normalized. So we take it very seriously. Our 53 lawsuits and counting, overwhelming success in terms of our litigation posture, very aggressive in calling this out, drawing lines literally, not just figuratively. Once again, another example of overreach by the Trump administration, suing us and suing the people of California for Prop 50, only to once again be rejected in that 2-1 decision that came out this week. There's not enough time, you don't have enough tape for me to walk through just what he's done in the last week, let alone the last month and last year. So, no, an F.